Hi, my love. I hope you're having a great bachelorette party with your sisters and your entire family. I've been asked by them with 10 questions to answer about you, about us, and some of our time together. Since I've seen these, I've been really excited to answer them. They've been really tough to get one answer for, so the majority of the time I have written out lists as well as stories to go with them about us. And the first question was what our favorite place that we've traveled together is. And for this, I put down three different answers from three different years that we have been traveling around the country for. And the first was the time that we went to Philly and the beach for the first time when you met the majority of my family, my grandparents, and we got to stay at the beach, go down to the shore. We did bike rides on the boardwalk. We made breakfast with Ed and G Mom, and we saw the Liberty Bell. We ate lunch while it was pouring in Independence Hall. And I absolutely love that trip. I love looking back at our photos of it, going to the garden, and it's just such a wonderful time. And the first time you met my family, everybody loved you so much, and they were so excited for you to come back each year. And I know that they're really excited to come down to Texas to come see us and be part of our wedding. The other place is somewhere we've been, I believe, 5 or 6 times now, and that's San Antonio. The past time we went down here, I loved riding roller coasters with you. We've done it twice now, going to SeaWorld and Six Flags. We love the Riverwalk. And of course, it's very nostalgic. That's where I asked you to be my girlfriend. That's where I asked you to marry me. And now we're going to be married in front of all of our friends and family there. It's a place where when we're together, I just every day I'm smiling all the time. I love it. It's the most special place I think that we have ever been. The next place, and the only reason we went here is for your love for BTS, is El Paso. We went there earlier, and I loved every single part of that trip from getting to hike in the mountains together, getting to see BTS, seeing your smile light up, even just standing outside the stadium the night before, hearing their music. You took the worst videos ever on my phone, and I think they take up 5 gigabytes of my storage. But just hearing your smile and your giggle in the background is just the most beautiful thing. And I absolutely loved that trip with you. Everything we did there was out of this world. And you were just so happy to be with people who love what you love too. And everyone was there for BTS. I've become part of Army, and I absolutely love that place. The second question is my favorite date that we've been on. And I could go with our first date because it was wonderful. I planned it. But I'm gonna go with going to New Braunfels, and that is another that I'm counting as a date. It was a whole day trip, but I planned it and paid for it. But just going to the river and being able to float down was one of just the most magical places I've ever been in Texas. And we got those huge tacos and the fajitas. We watched a drive-in movie for the first time that I know has always been on our bucket list to do. We saw Kung Fu Panda 4. And the whole day was just spent outside. It was spent running around in the river, getting to go down tube chutes. It was very nature forward. It just felt like us and like what we love to do when we travel with each other. And it's been by far one of the places that I've always wanted to go back to, and I always want a reason to stop there and kind of relive that entire day that we had because it was so special. The next question is our funniest memory together. And this is really difficult for me to answer because you're an absolute goofball, and every day I could have a different answer for this. And I think some of our funniest memories can sometimes be when I tend to embarrass myself a little. Like the first time you walked into my dorm room and I was doing push ups with my feet on the couch. That was bad. Or when when I was reading Harry Potter in the hallway and the line out of context of the book sounded a little inappropriate, and two people walked out in the hallway and kind of gave a little turn at what I was saying. Um, or when the elastic in my pants kind of became undone, so it looked like I had hair coming out of my butt. Uh, yeah, that was bad too. There's a lot of bad things. Sometimes I like singing while we run down the hallway and people come by and I sing loud. I sing a lot. Um, but there's a lot of funny memories that we have together. I just think every day when we're together, there's something new, something to laugh about. And that's something that I love about you is that your humor is great. For the fourth question, I've been really excited about this one. It's what is Paige's dream meal? And as you know, I love Death Day meals. So I decided instead of your favorite meal, I'd make you your Death Day meal. You're going to get two mains, two sides, two drinks, two desserts. First, we're going to go with a chicken sandwich with sweet potato fries. Every restaurant that Paige and I go to, we both now get chicken sandwiches, and Paige rates every single one. And the number one chicken sandwich in Dallas is from Ozuna's Bar and Grill. So we're going to get the chicken sandwich from there. The next thing we are going to get is a double spicy salmon and tuna poke bowl from J Pedal in Waco. That's definitely a place for us, for your whole family, for probably most people at Baylor, but I feel that we have been there more than any restaurant that we have ever gone to in our entire life. And that brings us to the first of our drinks. And of course, it's going to be a strawberry lemonade slush from Sonic, something that you like to crave often. And we drive to Sonic. No matter how late in the day it will be, there's always room for a Sonic run. The other drink is going to be an iced mocha shaken espresso from Starbucks. That is your road trip drink. I think every time we've driven from Texas up to Kansas and vice versa, you have gotten this drink, and I have picked up this order over a dozen times, so it's making the list. Going on to our sides, we're going to have fried pickles from Texas Roadhouse. I thought it was fitting with your famous work time there. And I like Texas Roadhouse. If you ever want to take me on a date, it, I like Texas Roadhouse. That's all I'll say. Next, I had to put myself on the list for something. So I'm going to say my famous corn ribs when I made it for my work party. And there were so many extras, I think we ate 5 pounds of corn in the next 2 days. A lot of flushing happening. Um, Moving on to the dessert section, we have two different types of ice cream. First is going to be your dad's homemade strawberry ice cream, which I hope you're having tonight at the end of your bachelorette party. What a wonderful end to the party. I hope Mr. Dodd's watching. And the last thing is going to be Andy's vanilla ice cream with Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, and Oreo pieces. And I know that because we have probably been there 20, 25, 30 times, and that has always been your order. I hope you love the death meal that I chose out for you, and that if there's anything you want added to it, you can add, and then maybe one day I will somehow pick up all these items for you and we can have them together. This can bring us into our next question, question 5. In Paige's ideal world, how many pets would she have? We're watching Revenge right now, and I think the answer would be the infinity times infinity. But we're just going to list the entire farm here. So we're going to have dogs, and just about every dog on Facebook Marketplace that can possibly be bought. Uh, Put them on the farm. We're going to have chicks, chickens. We're going to have cows, horses. That's my pick. We're going to have guinea pigs. I will never see them. We're going to have bunnies. We're going to have fish. Queen Lilo will rule the animals here. Maybe a pig, possibly. We're going to have sheep. We're going to have a lamb. Question 6 is Paige's dream vacation. And I'm really hoping that by the end of this year, she'll say that it is accomplished during our honeymoon to Bali and Singapore. But if it's not, there are definitely two places that are really ideal and in her mind. The first one is China. And then the second one, I have been asked over 24 times, been saying countless videos, and it's all of Magic Kingdom. I would love to go see Cinderella's castle, big and bright at night with fireworks, and ride Dumbo and the Pirates of the Caribbean and everything with her. Disney's a really big part of what you guys used to travel to, and I know that she's really excited to bring me there. and to have me part of this adventure. I'm really excited to go down with her. I know that I've been asked many times why we haven't been, but it's coming. We will go. I'm really excited for it. Question 7 is Paige's favorite movie, and we actually watched it on our first ever date, and that is Everything, Everything. I think I also have the book up here. I think that we should read that book, by the way. We haven't finished Harry Potter yet, as we said we would. We haven't read it in about 4 months, maybe, but we're going to finish it and then we're going to get to Everything, Everything together. If I didn't have to go with that because I already knew it was her favorite and I were to be purely spectating and guessing, I would guess that it's either Wicked, Part 1, I would guess Now You See Me, the first one, or Wonder. Those are all three movies that we've loved. We love going to see Wicked on Broadway, and as well as Now You See Me. That was actually something that I never knew that she loved until I said that was one of my top three favorite ever movies growing up, and it was in hers as well. So we both watched Wander and loved it. I think that might be the first time Paige has seen me cry a little bit. um, I know I'm a little bit of a sob now, but those four movies would definitely be in her top. And if she would let me bring one in, I will put The Greatest Showman. Paige and I went to many different Baylor events, whether it was going to the sports games or eating on the lawn of Linda's house, just different things around campus. But there's really one night that stood out to me, and that was Christmas on the 5th when we ate sushi together from the sub. We got to see the camels. There was a petting zoo. Paige and I have a photo from that night that I'll display in the background. And it was just absolutely a great time. That was our first ever Baylor event that kind of we went to just us. I think we wore pajama pants to match the cold weather, and it was very fitting. And just every year we tried to go to most of the events that we possibly could together. We did DIA, a lot of the different food trucks that would come on campus. We would always go to everything and try to enjoy all the Baylor events together. But that's something that really stood out to me. And I absolutely loved every event that we went to, besides the one where I got bit on the face by a dog. That, that wasn't great. Or the haunted house. That also wasn't great. But everything else, going to Baylor games, definitely the basketball games. I love when Paige lets out her one little warrior cry. But those are definitely my favorite things that we did. So for question 9, I have been asked what I thought of Paige for the first time that we met. And I've told Paige this before. I thought her teeth are they're fantastic. They are. I can't believe she never had braces before. The first time I saw her, it was like the pearliest white smile, just like what a good smile. She's got pearly whites, and I knew that there was something that I liked about her, or else I wouldn't have pressed all the elevator buttons and sent her up to every single floor. I wouldn't have done that to someone unless I don't know. There's something about them, and I mean, she's cute, she's sweet, but definitely I would always see her in the lobby of the hotel, and that's how we'd started talking, and we'd be with other friends down there, and everyone would go up to go to bed. It'd be like 1, 2 in the morning, and we would just be hanging out, talking to each other. We started watching Squid Games, and just everything about Paige just felt so natural, so just caring and love and every word that you could possibly think of just kindness, sincerity. I just felt that towards her, and I just made me feel so happy every day. When I came in the door, kind of look around in the room. Sometimes I go to the back game room to see if she was in there because I was always looking to maybe do some homework while I sit across from her and get to talk to her and hang out. I know she felt the same because she's told me that she would look around too. But yeah, I just absolutely love being able to find her down there. The next question should be, what did I think the first time I saw Paige dye her hair? That's a good question. Or the second time. Or the third. How about the fourth? There might have been a fifth, but I'm not too sure. But that was interesting the first time I came down, and it was like bleach blonde hair. Whoa. But I still liked her. Moving on. Question 10. What's the most excited thing that I am? What are you most excited for about the future with Paige? She's going to teach me how to read. But I think what excites me most is getting to spend every day and every hour of that day with my best friend. It's somebody who I love to sing with. I love going on car rides. I get to make dinner with her. I get to make dinner for her. We get to eat together every night. We can watch shows and movies. We get to hang out with Lilo every day. That's awesome. Um, I'm really excited for us to get a place and make it our own, have cool furniture, things on the wall. Hopefully, she lets me put up like baseball cards or like Sonic the Hedgehog. That'd be cool. Um, but I'm really excited for one day when we have a house, we start a little family with 2 kids, hopefully, 2 dogs, hopefully. The farm will come after. That's later in life. But I'm really excited to see Paige as a wife, as a mom. I think that she's going to be the best in the world at everything she does. I've seen it. I've seen her at Texas Roadhouse working. She's the best worker ever. I've seen her at the Y. She's the best at that. I've seen her dancing on the stage. She's the best at that. I've seen her playing soccer. She's the best at that. You ever see someone score 4 goals in 3 straight games? Unheard of. She's the best at everything she's ever done. Art, school, anything. And I know that when she is a wife, she's going to be amazing. She's going to treat me with kindness. She does. Too. Okay, it's not that she will, she does. But I'm really excited to see her kind of become a mom one day. I'll become a dad. And I think she's going to be the best in the world at what she does. I'm really excited for the future. I'm excited. We got 70 years, 80, 90 with new medicine. That's a long time with my best friend. And I'm going to love every second of it because I love every second of her. I love every bit. I love you, baby. I kiss my camera. Sweating profusely. Ties a little bit too tight, but if I make this, we're in love forever.
And his name is John C.